your GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
KDWB FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Your summer might be winding down, but there's still plenty of warm weather on the way. And at Macy's, it's the perfect time to shop late summer deals like cotton dresses from Karl Lagerfeld and more that you can wear now and layer up later for $150 and under. Plus, new Levi's are here, like trending cinch waist jeans for 30% off. So come into Macy's and walk out with late summer deals too good to miss. Starting Wednesday at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have delays on Highway 36, westbound from Manning to Lake Elmo. Highway 212, slow with construction, eastbound from Eden Prairie to Highway 5. Highway 10, slow eastbound from Airport to 35W. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. The sweetest day of the year is almost here. July 31st is Miracle Treat Day at DQ, where $1 or more from every Blizzard treat sold is donated to your local Children's Miracle Network hospital. See you July 31st for Miracle Treat Day, only at DQ. Happy tastes good at participating locations.
You can do more than listen on KDWB. You can watch the Dave Ryan Show. Just go to YouTube and search Dave Ryan TV.
Good morning. Hope you survived the storms last night. It was kind of crazy. That crazy weather season is just crazy. No? Nobody else? No?
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I love the crazy weather.
I love it too.
Look at it as crazy as you do.
I like that it happens at night because it's like calming and relaxing to just kind of pop your window and fall asleep too.
It is true, Vaughn. Very true. All right, Tate McRae, 2 for Tate, coming up later this hour. I would say probably within the next 30 minutes or so. Don't leave your radio. Don't turn it on to something else. Don't put it on Spotify because Spotify ain't giving you Tate McRae tickets and soundcheck party passes. Not. They ain't doing nothing like that. And they don't have the Dave Ryan in the morning show.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. So you don't have friends on Spotify. They don't care about you.
Mm-mm.
To them, you're just money. To us, you are so much more than money. We want your money also, but we also are your friends.
Yes.
So,
Dave, do you care about me?
I care about you deeply.
Can you be on my side of an argument that I've been creating in my brain?
It depends. I know what it is.
Okay, so I have been annoyed recently because I have friends who have children who watch my Instagram stories and they're like, ugh, girl, you're like doing too much. And I'm like, oh, well, I like to stay busy. And they're like, you're busy. I have children. You don't have children. You don't know busy. And it hasn't happened to me for a long time until recently, and now it's starting to pop up a lot. And it used to happen all the time when I worked in retail, and I'd be like walking in, they'd be like, oh, how are you today? And I say, oh, I'm tired. And they'd be like, you're tired. Well, I was up with my 3-year-old at 2 a.m. for an hour because they were having a nightmare. So you don't understand tired. You don't have children. You don't understand busy. You don't have children. Okay, does not having kids make me not tired or not busy?
Apparently not.
I want to be on your side. I would love to support you.
Why aren't you on my side?
Yours is optional busy. Parents is mandatory busy. So you cannot ignore your 3-year-old. You see, you can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and make yourself a pizza and then go back to bed. When a 3-year-old gets up, you don't have a choice. You got to get up because she's got diarrhea or she's scared or she had a bad dream or whatever.
And I agree, but isn't that their choice to have a kid?
Yeah, I was going to say kids are optional as well.
Yeah, they're optional.
Okay, good point. Them. Okay, so then now it's your turn. If you're a parent, then argue with Bailey and Jenny. Sure, they're optional, but taking care of them is not optional.
Well, yeah, taking care of them is not optional, but still, you having children and being tired or busy because of your children does not negate the fact that I'm also tired or busy.
You're not going to make a lot of friends with this argument.
Well, I don't think it's...
Bailey, I'm on your side.
I mean, I feel like if you have children, you're going to be like, ugh, Bailey hates children. Bailey hates parents. No, I don't hate children. I don't hate parents.
Well, I hope not.
No, I don't. I think like, hey, your schedule is valid. Your kids are valid. I'm glad that you have them. I hope that they bring you a lot of joy. But just because I don't have kids doesn't mean I'm not tired or busy.
Well, it's true. And you're optionally because you don't have to be tired nor busy. You can lay around on the couch in your underpants all day and watch Netflix.
Right, but kids are also optional.
They are at first. But sometimes
you chose to have them.
Well, sometimes you sometimes it's an oops-a baby. And other times it's like, you plan for it and whatever. But yeah, I think that is a choice that you make for sure. But I think it's the trade-off because children are so worth it. We'll complain that we're busy and that we're tired, but the joy of having kids outweighs any busy or tired.
Right. Well, I have the joy of my social life and the things that I like to do.
Now, here's some text messages already in response to you. I agree with you, Bailey. I'm with Bailey 1,000%. Another one, Bailey is a baby hater. Why are you a baby hater?
Because they looked at me funny. That's why.
What do you think, Vaughn? You're a single person, too. It's always funny, and I'm not trying to diminish anybody's opinion, but it's always funny to hear non-parents tell parents how they should think and feel.
Yeah, I just feel like, why can't we both just be busy? Like, I do agree that one is optional, whatever. I'm not arguing about that. I'm, for once, on the side of, like, why is it you're busy? Why can't we both just be busy?
Yeah. And we're just different kinds of busy. And I will go one step further. When I worked in retail and we would have, like, late night shifts that had to be covered, everybody would come to me. They'd be like, well, Bailey can work that shift because she doesn't have a family.
Yeah.
I have a family. I have my mom and my dad, my sister and my niece.
Yeah, but they don't need you to. They don't respectfully.
Right,
they don't need you to take care of them.
True.
But
whereas
still,
little baby Brianna, she needs you.
And I get that, but like, why is it that I have to work the crappy shifts because you have kids? It's just like
God's plan.
God's plan.
God's plan is for single people
on,
to pick up the slack. Hello, God.
It's me again.
What, Bailey?
I'm upset, God.
Well, you know what?
You sound a lot like Dave.
Life isn't fair, Bailey. And then I need a thunderbolt. Boom. Looking at text messages, and there are a ton of text message response. Okay. State your case again.
I said that it's not fair that people with children are telling me that I don't understand tired and I don't understand busy because I don't have kids. They'll be like, you're tired, you're busy. Well, I have kids. And I say, hey, your kids were optional. You chose to have your kids. I can still be tired and busy.
As a boss of the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show, I would say, for example, if Vaughn and Alyssa got married, had a little baby, what's your name, the little baby?
George,
little baby George. And then you both come in late. Bailey comes in late. You're both 15, 20 minutes late. Vaughn's like, oh man, George was up crying last night. He would not go to sleep. He was afraid of the dark and blah, blah, blah. And then Bailey comes strolling and it's like, I was out at Improv last night. Then we went out for drinks. Then we went out to get snacks and I didn't get to bed until 3 a.m. Vaughn would get a pass. Vaughn, I would be like, dude, I understand. Little George is a handful. Bailey, I'd be like, you know what? Be a professional and grow up.
And I
wouldn't be complaining about being tired then. I could just say I'm tired.
And it's not a matter of tired. It's a matter of being late.
Yeah. And I think that being busy is a different argument than being tired. Because I do think that if you have kids, being tired is different than you, Bailey, if you're tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah. There's a ton of text messages.
This one's good. It says, as a new mom, I'm on both sides. I was for sure tired and busy before I was a mom. I will say as a newborn mom, there's absolutely no comparable tired. But that's not to say you're not tired without kids. But if you're my husband, you're not effing tired.
Because he ain't doing it. He's not doing his share.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Someone did ask, why does it bother me so much? It's because it happens so often. That's why it bothers me so much. If it happened once, I'd just be like, that was a weird interaction. But if it happens with multiple people, like multiple avenues, I'm like, oh gosh.
If everything goes as planned and I become a father again soon, knock on wood.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come in tired because little Grace, I'm going to name my next baby Grace. Grace was up all night with a temperature and I come in tired. I want validation. I don't want to hear, and I will come in and say, you're tired. Grace kept me up all night.
I'll be like, okay, good choice that you made for having Grace.
Let's see.
So heartless. Gosh.
Let's see. There's a ton of opinions on this one. Bailey is stirring the pot today. All right. Parent tired is different. They suck the life out of you. Another one. My kids are grown and they don't need me. And I'm tired and busy. So I'm on Bailey's side. I'm a parent and I understand both. Kids are gross, expensive, and make everything sticky. Not for me. Some people think that way. I totally agree with Bailey. I'm a parent. I'm on your side. I make my own busy, and that's what you're doing with your plans. Okay.
Can I read this text?
Please read it. There's probably
There's a bajillion.
200 texts in the last 5 minutes.
Okay, it's never a good idea to compare woes. My tired doesn't negate your tired. Your tired doesn't negate my tired. They're both individual feelings. It's not a tired Olympics. It's not helpful, productive, or kind to say you don't understand my tired to someone. It's rude. We all have different lives and different capacities for life. It's not a competition.
Here's one for you.
Yeah.
Get to bed earlier, Bailey. Get to bed earlier, then you're not so tired.
Go to bed early.
You're out every night doing something. Gallivanting is what you're doing.
Yeah. I like to live a fun life. You're tired.
I'm tired. I have a baby. We got to take a break. Let me know what you think. We can continue this on the other side. But also, Tate McRae will have tickets for you for her show coming up, 2 for Tate. But here's what's coming up. Brand new War of the Roses.
Oh.
It is next on KDWB. Brand new now every Tuesday at 7:20. It's a brand new War of the Roses. What's the screwed up couple we have on this time, Jenny?
Well, this couple, the guy decided to go on a little trip to visit his friend. And when he came back from said trip, he was a very different person.
Okay, we'll find out if he's cheating next.
Get tickets for The Bad Guys 2 in theaters August 1st.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is coming back to Las Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th.
Streaming live only on Hulu. And you can win your way to be there for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Featuring
Tate McRae, Ed Sheeran, Lil Wayne, Jelly Roll, Maroon 5, Mariah Carey, Glorilla,
Diplo, and more.
16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Music brings us together.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. And listen starting Monday to win your way there.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Woo! This iHeart energy.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
It'll be cooler and a lot less humid the rest of the week today. Partly sunny with a high of 85 tomorrow. Partly sunny, a high of 78.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Let's escape the everyday hustle and bustle with a taste of the outdoors thanks to Decorators. Peaceful, isn't it? When you build with Decorators, outdoor moments like these don't have to end. Our industry-leading durability means you can enjoy your deck any time of year. With Decorators, it's always deck season. Visit Decorators.com to learn more. That's Decorators with a K.
Oh boy. Hey, it's Jenny, and that's exactly what I said when my AC didn't turn on earlier this summer. But then I called Oh Boy's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, and oh boy, did they deliver. Locally owned, family operated, and always on time, Oh Boy's handles it all. Heating and cooling, plumbing, and drains. No gimmicks, just honest work from folks who live right here in our community. So next time something goes wrong, say it with me. Oh boy. Then call the pros at Oh Boys. Visit callohboys.com.
KDWB FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and iHeart Radio Station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
It's Chris Lindahl. Have you noticed that you're seeing even more of me lately? That's because everyone is finding out that the fastest way to a fresh start in life is to say yes to a guaranteed cash offer on your house. Get yours now at chrislindahl.com.
If you could hear Old Spice Fiji Antiperspirant, what would it sound like? First, you'd start with Fiji Antiperspirant's amazing scent of palm trees. Add pure notes of fresh coconut and layer on 24/7 odor and sweat protection. You won't hear any dyes or parabens because with Fiji, you won't have any. So while your regular antiperspirant sounds like this, Old Spice Fiji sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
Let the celebration begin. It's National Carpet Cleaning Month, and Zero Res is going to get you a gift. You can get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned and 1 room clean free, plus $50 off your air duct services. Online, you can book at zeroresminnesota.com and take advantage of this great deal.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in the Twin Cities. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready for college for complete terms.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A pilot.
And step 1 is?
Asking mom to buy a plane?
Almost. Big dreams start with clear vision. And at Pearl Vision, we help them see clearly as their dreams take shape. Schedule an eye exam at pearlvision.com. Get 40% off a second pair for you or your family. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating store for details.
You want to feel important. You want to be part of something bigger, something that matters and that you can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We felt that way too. I'm Sergeant First Class Chris Urick from Glencoe, Minnesota, and that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Minnesota Army National Guard soldiers. We are people just like you, and together we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit nationalguard.com/MN to find out more. Sponsored by Minnesota Army National Guard, aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
Oh no. School's here and now your kids tell you they've outgrown their clothes and shoes? Don't worry. Right now, get 20% off on Nike at Scheels. Find everything your kids need for school and save a little extra. Hopefully to get something for yourself. Plus, for Scheels Visa members, it's our exclusive card member appreciation event, now until August 3rd. While shopping with your Scheels Visa, you'll earn more points. Head to Scheels soon, because this 20% off Nike sale won't last.
Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway and refresh the vibe with $1 large Big Gulp drinks. Get $1 large Big Gulp drinks at Speedway with Speedy Rewards. The convenience stores of Speedway. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
394 slow eastbound from General Mills to 94. 35W has an accident southbound on the entrance from County Road J. Traffic heavy from Lexington. 169 slow northbound from Highway 101 to Old Shakopee. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Hey, Minnesotans, motorcycle lane filtering is now legal. Up to 15 miles an hour, riders can safely maneuver through stop traffic to the stoplight or sign. It's up to the rider when to use filtering, so drivers, please double check your blind spots and don't impede motorcycles.
A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling from YouTube. You heard that right. Las Culturistas now has its own YouTube channel. Check out full episodes, iconic interviews, visual bits, and culture moments that'll change your life, all in stunning HD. So don't wait. Be sure to watch Las Culturistas on YouTube at youtube.com/@LasCulturistas. Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling from YouTube.
If you Google the word quirky, it'll say, "Did you mean Bailey?" The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB. Piece of advice. Your cell phone company would never offer you free flowers for a survey. It's War of the Roses on KDWB.
You know, I think sometimes people who are married or in a relationship are so glad that they're not going through the games and the wondering and questioning and all the things that you go through.
Ouch. It feels a little like you're rubbing this in, doesn't it, Bailey?
It does.
Yeah.
Because the games and the wondering and how to approach and what did they mean when they said this? I mean...
And why haven't they responded to my text in 48 hours?
Exactly, right. And that's kind of what is... Are you going through that right now, Jenny?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm
good.
actually probably the one
You're not one.
Of doing such things.
Okay. So we're on the phone with Kayla. Kayla, working on a relationship, and everything seems to be going okay until you take the story from here. Kayla, what happened?
Hey, so I've been seeing my boyfriend for like pretty much almost like a year now. And I'm calling today because so he recently went to Denver, where he's actually from, like where he went to high school and everything. And he went to Denver to go see one of his friends for like a week or so. And I've just noticed that like pretty much halfway through the week, the way that he was responding to me completely changed. Like he was beforehand, like he was, FaceTiming me every day. And, like I don't, I'm not like, oh, you need to tell me where you are. But, like he would like FaceTime me goodnight and everything and text me during the day and everything, and was like super loving and normal. And like halfway through the week, like Thursday or so, he just kind of stopped FaceTiming me. He started getting like really short with his text messages. And I was just kind of like, oh, whatever, like he's busy. And like he's come back and like we've hung out a couple times, but he's like, he always cuts it short. Like he hasn't stayed the night. He's super just kind of dismissive. And the thing is I've noticed that he now has a passcode on his phone, which he normally never did. And I'm just kind of like wondering what's going on.
Yeah, totally. So before, when you would send him a text message, I mean, if he was around his phone, he would answer right away.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like if he was going to be away from his phone, like, oh, I'm going to a game or something, like he would tell me. But now it's like 5 or 6 hours before I get a text message back.
Okay. And no FaceTimes?
Yeah. No FaceTimes and no phone calls.
And so he's pulled back since he's been back.
Mm-hmm.
But he started acting weird when he was in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Thursday.
Okay.
Okay.
You said that's where he's from?
Yeah, that's where he grew up. Like he went to like high school there too.
Do you feel like he's got some kind of ex he rekindled with or something?
I mean, we did the whole thing where we kind of debriefed all of our exes and everything, and he never really had somebody that was super. I mean, he had like a couple of girlfriends, but nothing significant back in Denver. But I don't know. I mean, like there might be somebody that he never disclosed. I don't know.
Okay, he wasn't back there for a high school reunion, was he? Because people hook up at a high school reunion with somebody they haven't seen in like 10 years.
No, he was visiting his friend. It was like his best friend.
Okay, well, there goes that theory. Okay, so, but he's acting weird for some reason, and we don't know why. So we can call and find out, if he, very willingly, excitedly sends roses to you, that's good news. And if he sends them to somebody else, well, then you've got an answer. So if you can hold on for a minute, we can call, his name is Noah. We'll call Noah in a second and we'll set the trap for him, okay?
Okay, thank you.
right now on KDWB.
Never let your partner leave town. Never let them out of your sight, because an innocent trip to Denver has changed everything. So bro goes out to Denver, hang out with his boys for the weekend or his friend or whatever. He comes back. He's acting different. He's acting distant. And then he changes his phone to a lock screen. And it used to be just pick it up and swipe up and boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, nobody does that. Nobody has just pick it up and swipe, because you could leave it like on the bus and somebody would know all your intimate information.
Right.
But all of a sudden he changed it to a passcode, a lock code. And so she's wondering, is he up to something? Did something happen in Denver? We have a way of getting to the bottom of this, and we're going to do it right now on War of the Roses on KDWB.
All right, thanks for doing that with me today. No, I really appreciate it. So like I said, for taking the survey, our company, as a big thank you, is going to send out a dozen red roses to whoever you'd like. So what I'll need from you next is the name of the person you want to send those roses to.
I don't really need the roses. It's fine. I'm happy to help.
Are you sure? I mean, these are like completely complimentary. So, you're not going to see this show up on your next bill.
Yeah, I don't really have anybody to send them to, so I'm good.
Youch.
Okay.
Okay, things are going to get kind of a little bit interesting and a little bit awkward as I kind of explain what's going on. Noah, that whole survey and the flowers and everything was just a ploy to see who you would send flowers to. There's no survey. We're not from your phone company. We're over on KDWB radio. Maybe you listen, maybe you don't. And we were asked by your girlfriend, Kayla, to call you with this whole trap to see who you would send roses to. And it sounds like, does that all make sense? Because I explain that every week, and most people get it, but does that make sense?
I'm just, I don't know why. I don't know why this.
Well, let me explain. So Kayla she listens to our show, and she called us and she said, hey, will you call my boyfriend Noah and see if he would send roses to me or to somebody else? And the funny thing is, she's listening right now. So she's hearing this entire conversation.
I know.
Hi, Kayla.
So it's got to be a little bit of a shock then, Kayla, to hear your boyfriend, Noah, say that he doesn't really have anybody to send flowers to, when she fully she fully expected you to say her.
Yeah, Noah, I'm not really getting like an answer from you, but like you have been super, super weird since you've got back from Denver, and like I've tried to mention it to you, and like you've just been super dismissive. So I'm sorry that I kind of blindsided you with this, but I need to know like what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't think that this was going to be a conversation that was going to happen on the radio. But I've been meaning to talk to you for a while now. But when I went to go visit John, listen, I've known John since I was a kid, and when I was on the trip, I just think he and I were like having a lot of deep conversations, and obviously the relationship came up, and we were kind of going into it, and I don't think that you're the one for me.
Okay, well, I've never met John before. Like he doesn't know who I am.
I mean, while I was there, I told John that you had been married 3 times, and I think it made me just rethink everything to hear his perspective on that.
Okay, well, if you're going to let your bro convince you that I'm not the one, and if he's also never met me, doesn't even know who I am, then I'm sorry, I don't really want to continue this.
Okay, I guess that is the consensus. And that is the
How
way
salty
it
would you
is.
be? Your friend just like convinced you that like the person you're with who you've never met in your life is not the one because they've been married a few times.
There's something. Okay, but to just because I love playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I love stirring the pot a little bit. I think that sometimes if you hear enough about somebody, you can be like, I don't like them because Jenny, you've got a friend that I don't know very well. And the more you tell me about this friend, the
no
less.
longer a friend.
Okay, no, that's what I mean.
Exactly.
That's fun. Thank you. That's what I mean. No longer a friend. And the more you would tell me about this friend, I would tell you, because I can be honest with you.
Yeah, you tell me that they were crazy.
I said, I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. And sometimes Bailey will tell me about somebody, and the more you tell me, I don't like them. So if Bailey came to me and said, I'm seeing this new guy, I really like him. You know, he does have a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Okay, a little check mark goes off in my head.
Yeah.
And he has gotten in a couple of bar fights, which it's embarrassing to take him out to Chili's because he jumped across the bar and he slugged the bartender. Check mark again.
Yeah.
I've never met this guy, but I would say maybe his friend in Denver said, check mark, check mark, check mark. I don't really like this girl.
See, okay, I get what you're saying, Jenny. Like, I would be so peeved if I was the girl and like, oh, this guy's never met me and this is what he's telling me. Though I have dated men in my life, and then after the fact, like after we've broken up and not seen each other anymore, that's when my friends are like, oh, I never liked him.
Liked him, yes.
And I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me before? So I kind of see it from both sides. Obviously, we're like on her side because she's the one who's like calling and being like, I need help.
Sure.
But what if it was the guy's friend who's like, he's really with the wrong woman, blah, blah, blah? Would we feel different?
Okay, but I agree, and I see where you're coming from because I definitely have had someone very close to me who I did not say I didn't like their partner until after they finally broke up because they weren't going to listen to me one way or another. That's the thing. It's like, I think that's what friends are scared of. But like, I think you know when your friends like your partner because they're going to openly say, I like your partner, you know?
I really like him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like you really like him. Now, remember, she's been married 3 times. Now, that could be something right there, right? Didn't she say?
She said 3 times, yeah.
That she had been married. He brought up, you've been married 3 times. That's a red flag. I'm sorry. If you've been married 3 times and they didn't even sound like they were 35 years old yet, to me, that's something is wrong there.
I feel like we don't have the background story on that one.
Yeah, you've been married 3 times. There's something wrong
What
there.
if Dave widowed 3
Dave
times?
doesn't need the background story.
Yeah.
He's
No.
just going to judge immediately.
Absolutely. Hey, we all judge. We all say, I don't judge. I don't judge. Yes, you do. You judge every day. If you got your kid on the school bus and the school bus driver seemed like they were drunk, you're going to get judgy and you're going to call the school and say, yeah, I think that Miss Thompson was drunk this morning. We all judge. When I was dating Cricket, my friends didn't like her. My friends were like, you can do better. Now, I'm glad I stayed with her. We have a lovely child, Beth. But Cricket, I'll be honest with you, I could have done a lot better than Cricket. And my friends were right, but I was stupid and I stayed.
Aw, but now you have Beth.
And that's the thing.
And you love Beth.
And that's the thing is a lot of time in a bad relationship, you get a wonderful child out of the whole thing. But my friends were right. All right. That is War of the Roses for this week on KDWB. Now twice a week. Tuesday mornings at 7:20 and Thursday mornings at 7:35. And then you get a couple of replays and you can always hear them on the iHeartRadio app as well.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
In the dirt, you're going to win Tate McRae tickets coming up in the next few minutes on KDWB. So keep your radio on KDWB for 2 for Tate. I'm going to play a song by Tate McRae. Then if I play another song after that one, that's 2 for Tate. We'll give you a keyword. You use the keyword on the iHeartRadio app and say the keyword is whatever it is, and you're in. Then you got to watch for your phone to ring within the next 10 minutes and 13 seconds, as in 1013. It sounds like a lot of rules. It's actually really simple. The bottom line is you're going to win Tate McRae concert tickets for her show. When is it coming up? It's still a ways.
Up not too far. It's like 2 weeks away.
August
13th,
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can get the grand prize of Soundcheck Party Passes, where you get to go to the show before the doors open up and watch her doing Soundcheck. So that is coming up. All right, in the dirt, Eddie Murphy is going to play Inspector Clouseau in a new Pink Panther, which I think is kind of cool. It's good to see Eddie Murphy out doing something again. He's going to do a donkey movie.
Yeah.
He's in Shrek 5. and he's going to do George Clinton and Funkadelic, kind of a biopic. You've never heard of George Clinton and Funkadelic,
no.
Bailey?
No.
They were big in the 70s, I think.
Oh, I was going to ask if that was like Bill's cousin or something.
No, that makes sense.
Bill's cousin.
And then he's going to, Eddie Murphy's in this movie called The Pickup that comes out next week, I think. And I'm going to go see it, so I'm excited about that.
He's busy. Sorry.
Well, I was going to ask, what is The Pickup about?
It's like a heist type movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Chapel Roan is coming back again. She's going to have a new song called
Don't do that again.
Stop, shush. I also almost choked on my breath at the end there. Ooh.
Yeah, you're sick. You got to be careful with that voice of yours.
I got so excited about Chapel Roan. She's going to have a new song called The Subway, I believe. On Friday is when it drops. It is a tearjerker of a ballad, so we will definitely play it, but maybe we'll get to hear it on New Music Friday. But I'm so excited because I need Chapel Roan to come out with a new album, but there is no word on when that album will hit. I still listen to her album from last year in my car all the time. I love her.
You got to give her a little bit of a break because she did have a huge album and it was only just like a year ago that it blew up. So give her a little time to get a new one out. Man, I did not know this. Ryan Reynolds basically has like a PR company.
I saw that. Yeah. He's got like a tequila company and a eyeglasses company. And it's crazy.
Yeah, he's got his fingers and everything. So anyways, his company is who was behind the Astronomer Crisis Management. And so with the Gwyneth Paltrow video, that was his company who put that together, came up with the idea. And people are saying it's a masterclass in crisis PR. So they came online. I guess it's called Maximum Effort as a company. And they said, thank you for your interest in Maximum Effort. Astronomer will now get back to what we do best. Motion pictures with Hugh Jackman, fast advertising, and Wrexham football. Okay, cool. But anyways, they are who got the connection with Gwyneth, got the video out and all that stuff.
Today's National Chicken Wing Day. And I'm not going to go over each deal, but I will tell you the restaurants that have a special deal for you. Buffalo Wild Wings, Popeyes, Wingstop, 7-Eleven. I don't think we have 7-Elevens here, but maybe where you live, if you listen on the iHeart app. Applebee's got a deal. Hooters has got a deal. You buy 10 wings and you get 10 free.
Ooh.
Whataburger. Do they have Whataburgers here?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah. And a place called Zaxby's. So it is Zaxby's, yes. National Chicken Wing Day.
Happy holidays.
Bailey brought up Chapel Roan. Somebody else we got to bring love back to, Olivia Rodrigo, because she's playing Lollapalooza this weekend. And she's not putting out music, but all of Chicago Transit Authority has like the buses decked out, or I guess the trains decked out with her Guts-themed album. And so she's being big out there too. And then other people doing Lollapalooza are Sabrina Carpenter, A$AP Rocky. I just wish we got new Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I agree. I love her.
She's
I
the
didn't get to see her, and I was jealous because didn't you get to go last year?
Yeah, I think Colt and I went together. Colt from the afternoon
how
show.
cute! Did you guys hold hands?
No, that never has to happen with us. We're normal, unlike you.
All right, it is KDWB, The Dirt, brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. And now, Tate McRae and Morgan Wallen on KDWB.
Hey, this is Tate McRae.
It's 2 in a row for Tate on KDWB. Talk back the keyword concert. That's concert on our iHeartRadio app.
He said, "Are you?"
That was Tate McRae, and if I counted right, that was two songs from Tate McRae. Now, you heard that keyword in the middle. If you didn't hear it, you got to hear that keyword so you can use it on the talkback feature. Now, I started a timer as soon as we said the keyword. So as soon as that timer gets to 10 minutes and 13 seconds, we're going to call somebody, and the phone will say something like iHeartMedia. It might say Clear Channel. It might say Wingstop. I don't know.
We don't know what it says.
So we should open up a Wingstop just to kind of make up for some of the financial losses here with the morning show. But anyway, I digress. So watch for your phone to ring if you entered this. It is the talkback feature. That is the only way to enter it, is the talkback. And if you missed it today or this morning, then Fallon and Colt will have another chance sometime this afternoon to win Tate McRae and Sound Check Party passes for the grand prize. I got an eye appointment later on today, not your eye exam where you're like TRV. That's not it.
No.
It started, I looked in the mirror and I said, and I said, I need a brow lift.
Yeah.
And so we started talking about it on the radio because you get older and parts of your body start to hang a little lower than they used to.
Yeah.
So I said, I need a brow lift. And so we talked to some people who said, no, you don't need a brow lift. You need a
blepharoplasty.
Blepharoplasty.
Yeah.
Which is?
It's when they take the skin on your eyelid and they essentially cut it off and then sew it back together. So they just take extra skin off of your eyelid.
Okay.
So your eyelids no longer hang over your vision line.
And it can actually be a thing because it can restrict your vision a little bit.
My dad had it done and it was because it was starting to restrict his vision. So it was starting to hang into his eye line. So he got it done. And I have my friend Winnie got it done as well. I think it's pretty common.
How old is Winnie?
Winnie is 50.
Okay.
Yeah. But my dad was probably 50 when he got his too.
So I'm going over to get a consultation later on today. And it's somebody who listened to the show, and I'm not going to give them a plug because, I'm just, that's not what they did it for. They did it to be kind. Mm-hmm. So I'm going over to the consultation later on today to see whether I want to get this blepharoplasty done or not.
Uh-huh.
And I think one of the reasons is because, if they look saggy baggy, you get that fixed.
Yeah.
So you look better, and then maybe you see a little bit better too.
I think you could see a little bit better.
Here's what's going to happen though.
Yeah.
It's like anytime a guy gets, one day, Vaughn, you will want to get a vasectomy. One day, when you're 40 years old, you might want to get a vasectomy. You'll bring it up to a friend, and your friend will go, ho, ho, ho. Let me tell you what happened during mine. I lost both testicles, and they had to put cue balls in there as testicle replacements. They'll tell you a horror story. Oh, you want to get a vasectomy?
So all the things to scare me or try to talk me out of it.
Absolutely right. So here's what's going to happen. I know somebody's going to call in and go, well, my friend Joyce had a blepharoplasty, and she could never close her eyes again.
Oh, gosh.
So now she has to sleep with her eyes open. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So thank you in advance.
Well, I feel like that's not going to happen for you because everybody I know who's gotten one has enjoyed it, except for my dad. He got like a full eyelid one, and like they pulled up by his brows, and then he doesn't really have eyebrows, so he had these weird scars for eyebrows for a long time.
Didn't he use a Sharpie?
He did use
for
a
a
Sharpie.
while.
Yeah. And a black one, and he's bald, so it really looked weird.
Just really weird.
Yeah, really weird.
Anyway, so I will let you know tomorrow how that whole thing went. And maybe if you're like over the age of 40 and you're thinking, maybe I should get a blepharoplasty too.
Yeah.
I will let you know what they say about the whole
I'm
thing.
excited to hear what
Well,
they
I don't
say.
know what the process is. I mean, is it like it's absolutely an outpatient thing.
Yes.
You go in, they lay you back in a chair, they numb you up, they go numb. They numb you up a little bit, and then you get it done, and then you probably can't drive home. You probably have big patches over your eyes, Jenny.
Yeah.
So
it does look pretty like unruly for a couple of days at least, because it has to, you have stitches,
do us a
I
favor.
think, and-
Take some vacation then.
Yeah. It'll be hard to look at you.
Does insurance cover this?
Well, that's the thing. I think so.
Yeah.
If they judge that it affects your eyesight.
Yes.
If it's just cosmetic purposes only, then probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me your story about surgeries gone bad. Let's hear your story.
geez.
Surgeries gone bad. Maybe it is I don't know, an appendectomy or a gallbladder surgery. It's like, yeah, they accidentally went too far and they came out my back. They were trying to take out my appendix. They cut into the table.
They dropped a Lego in there, and it's still in there. Gosh.
A Lego.
A Lego.
Anyway, all right. I've got a phone number of somebody who was in the Tate McRae thing. Okay. So we're going to call. Should we call now?
Yeah.
And call right now. Here we go. This is all live on KDWB. Here we go.
All right.
If you entered, make sure you answer your phone.
Yeah, answer your dang phone.
Ding, ding.
Don't fat finger it here.
Oh, Wingstop.
No way. Hello?
Hi, I'm
Hello?
calling about your automobile warranty.
Oh my God, I would love to come and fix it if this is Dave from KDWB.
It is Dave from KDWB. Yeah. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no way. Is this Hannah?
It is.
Hannah,
No freaking way.
you win. Congratulations.
Yes.
Woo! Just like that. Hannah, you have an out-of-state area code. Where do you live?
I live in Andover, but I'm a cheater.
Okay,
Andover.
Gotcha. Where'd
Go
you move?
Huskies.
Where'd you move here from?
I moved from Roseville, Minnesota, way up north, way up there.
Oh, way up there. Oh, okay,
right by
gotcha.
Canada, pretty much Canada.
Okay, gotcha. Well, you listen to KDWB. You use the talkback feature. The keyword, what was the keyword again?
Concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got the tickets and you got called and you're going to the show and you're in for the grand prize. And oh my God, what a great day for you.
Okay, I love you guys so much.
We love you back. So, do you have any bad surgery stories? You ever had like an episiotomy that went bad and they went up the wrong way or anything like that?
You know, I wish I could give you some advice, but I have never had a single surgery. Haven't broken a bone, have never had a tooth pulled, nothing.
Same,
good
girl.
for you.
Same.
Good for
Hoping
you.
to keep it that way.
Yeah, let's keep the streak alive.
All right, please hold. We'll get you all your information for your tickets, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Hannah. Okay. If you didn't win this time, that's okay because we'll do it again this afternoon, Fallon and Colt. We're going to do it pretty much every day for the next couple of weeks here on KDWB. So stay here for your chance to win Tate McRae tickets. Vaunt is here. I think that's good news. Vaunt is going to stir the pot. What's on your mind?
Okay, so there's a song that I feel like if you play at your wedding, you couldn't be more basic. And it's, of course, Here Comes the Bride. Play anything else, please.
Does anybody have, I haven't been to a wedding that I remember that they played Here Comes the Bride.
Oh, people still do it.
Do they still do it? Jenny, you go to a lot of weddings.
Yeah, Jenny.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to one recently where they've played this, though. It's
Thank God.
always like a very beautiful version of some love song now that people walk down, usually like an instrumental version.
I'm sure that we'll get some texts or some calls of people that live on the outskirts of Minnesota and be like, yes, this is my song. It meant so much to me. My grandma wanted me to play it. Oh my gosh. It's just like the bass, like the graduation song too, you know?
When I get married again, within a year or so, I'm going to play Forever by Chris Brown. And the reason is I don't like Chris Brown, but that's what Pam and Jim got married to in The Office, if I remember right.
Yes, that is the Office song where they all
that's
came
what I'm going to
dancing
do.
down the aisle.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening in your life. You brought up earlier that you're going to be having a child soon named Grace, and now you're getting married in the next year.
I've got a lot planned.
Wow.
But what song should they play as their song Walk Down the Aisle at the wedding? I love
your idea. Just any, or what Jenny said, a love song. It could be a cover. Don't even got to be an actual, like John Legend. Do a John Legend song, but somebody else singing it. Or something cute or original.
Me loves all of you.
See, but then you get kind of stuck in like, okay, what's my walk down the aisle song? What's my walk up the aisle song like after it's over? After you do the kiss. And what's my first dance song? That's three new songs that you have to come up with versus one first dance song.
I don't think that's a problem. I think it's totally fine. Your wedding should be about you. You know, you should be able to choose the song that you want that encapsulates you and your partner's love. Not this simple, that's from the 30s. I don't know if that's true, but maybe the 1800s.
Have you been to a wedding lately, Jenny, where people played this song, the wedding march?
Haven't.
I don't think that people do it anymore.
See, but I have been to weddings. Maybe they don't play this down the aisle, but they play the wrap up after you kiss, the because it's very happy. It's a happy song.
Right. It's up. It's an up tempo kind of a celebratory kind of a thing.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you got married in like a huge giant Catholic church, I would almost want to hear this song.
Maybe a church because like the organ. I don't know. I'm not a fan of like the old fashioned like organ sounding songs. I thought about this because we were watching it's a show called 4 Weddings. It's an old reality show where 4 women, they judge each other's weddings, and whoever gets the highest votes, they win a honeymoon, all expense paid.
I used to watch that show all the time when I was like 10.
And the show is only 10 years oldish, but they're playing this song. So I don't know. I'm starting the pot by saying this song shouldn't be played at weddings anymore.
I would agree, but that is one thing at your wedding that you can do whatever you want. If that's your thing and you want that because it's traditional, then you do it. But what was the thing last week on the show? We said there was somebody who called in and said
to play the chicken dance.
That Uncle Donald and Aunt Donna wanted to hear the chicken dance at the wedding. And Mom said, you're going to play the chicken dance. And the girl said, I don't want the chicken dance at my wedding. That affects your crowd. Because I think then it makes the crowd happy. If you play the bridal march, it doesn't affect anybody. So you do what you want.
You do you, boo-boo.
Exactly. All right, it's 101.3 KDWB. We were talking a minute ago about surgeries gone wrong. And I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going in for like an eyelid thing later today for a consultation. And I said, well, this will be one of those things where, there's not much that can go wrong.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that whenever you say you're going to go have whatever surgery it is, like your gallbladder removed, your friend is going to say, oh, well, let me tell you about my Aunt Carolyn. When she had hers removed, they accidentally lasered her to death.
Oh, God.
So Jenny is on the phone. Jenny, you want to comment on surgery or something, right?
Yes.
What's up?
My friend owns a med spa, and I needed a bleph. She does laser blepharoplasties.
Laser,
and that's probably what they do. Don't you think that everybody uses a laser on the eyelids now?
Because my dad had like cuts in his eyeballs.
Okay.
This is not as invasive. There's no incision. It's all done through a laser. I just had it done not this past Friday, but the Friday before. So I'm still. I don't have the full effect yet. I won't know. She said it could take up to 3 months for, all the swelling to completely go down and you'd be able to see the full results. But it's not as invasive. Recovery is way less.
Isn't laser amazing? The stuff that they can do with lasers
it's
now.
Insane,
it's like,
honestly.
whoa. I mean, I hope I do it right because my biggest worry is if there's a slit in the top of my eyelids and I close my eyes and sneeze, my eyeballs are going to fly out.
That's probably what will happen.
I mean, Very likely could. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate that. We're going to get right into group therapy on 101.3 KDWB. This is somebody who really needs our help, and we do group therapy every week on KDWB. If you ever need some help, let us know. Send an email to ryanshow@kdwb.com.
KDWB, the Dave Ryan Show.
Group therapy. Kira is on the phone with a bit of an issue. Kira, we're live on KDWB. What did you need some advice about? Because somebody listening has probably been through the same exact thing. What's up, Kira?
You got to press her button.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. Hi, Kira. You're live on KDWB. What did you want to ask about?
I wanted to ask, how do people who were just so deeply in love, who've gotten married and just loved each other so much for so long, how do they end up hating each other?
Ooh. Okay, that's a really good question. Why do you ask this question?
Well, I mean, my parents are this way. They were so very much in love, married for 20 years, but ended up divorcing. Now they hate each other. And now I'm afraid of falling in love because so many people I've known whose weddings I've been to and everything now hate each other. Like, how do you fall out of love? Like, how does that happen? How do you hate each other after so much love?
That's a really good question. I've wondered about that myself too. Because haven't we all known a couple? You went to their wedding and they're just like googly-eyed and staring at each other and just can't get enough of each other. And then you find out 5 years later they hate each other.
Yeah.
They can't stand each other.
Can't be in the same room.
They
or
manipulate each other. They have to sit in separate places at their kids' soccer game. And I don't know. I mean, I've been in relationships that didn't work out, but never really that I hated them.
Yeah.
Just maybe a strong dislike.
I mean, obviously something happens within the relationship to like create actual hate. And I always think that must be like some kind of extreme reaction or an extreme situation. So, because it wouldn't just happen if like a little annoyances built up over time. You wouldn't hate being in the room with that person. Because aren't your parents like Haiti a little bit? Or
no, actually, my parents, and this is why I think this is so interesting. My parents are so like cool and maybe a little cooler than they should be for two people who divorced, but they have kids together and they acknowledge that. And, you know, we're kind of a blended family, which I'm so appreciative of. But like Alyssa, my girlfriend, her parents can't be in the same room without bickering. So it's just so weird to me to see like, yeah, you just loved each other one day. Now you hate each other.
Yeah. Though I totally get your fear where you're saying like, well, it makes me scared to like fall in love and be in a relationship. But Dave, you say all the time, like, if you were scared of dying so much, you'd have to lay in bed with a helmet on. And I feel the same way about like not wanting to pursue a relationship because you fear that you might end up hating each other. Well, you might end up walking outside and dying someday, but like you're still going to go out and live your life. So
True.
like,
It's a good analogy.
You should still go out and experience like a loving relationship because it's better to love and lost than not loved at all. Is that what they say?
I think that is, yeah.
See, this text says, marry your best friend. You need more than love. Friendship is so important and looked past all the time. But I think that you do at one point marry your best friend. But then there are the situations where it doesn't end up right.
Well, let me ask some. If you're listening and you were in love and you married somebody and then now you really cannot stand each other, tell me why that happened. What devolved in that relationship? Did they cheat? Did they lie to you about who they were? How did you come to hate this person? A lot of couples get divorced because they're just not happy. Mm-hmm. Some couples get divorced and they cannot stand the thought of each other. I know somebody who won't even say her ex-husband's name. She calls him an awful nickname instead. And I said, you got to stop that. You got to stop. Got to let go of the hate.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
What is he, Voldemort? Jeez.
It's something like that. What do you think? Basically, Kira wants to know, how do couples go from deeply loving each other, getting married and looking in each other's eyes and saying, I do, and then 5 years later, they can't stand each other? I think there's different reasons. Here's a text message. It's not all at once. It chips away little by little over time. And then one big thing just puts it over the edge.
But hate is, you can go to dislike somebody, but hate is so strong. You know?
I like this text though. The person you love the most can also hurt you the most. So that can quickly translate to hate. So one little thing could cause so much pain because you love them so much. Whereas if
that's valid.
someone else did that to you, you wouldn't feel that much pain. But because this person was the love of your life.
Because you were betrayed by somebody
Yes.
you love so much.
Right.
That's a very good point.
That's a good point.
Kira, here's some text messages. We got married at 22. He was my best friend. I didn't know anything else about him, but he cheated on me multiple times. He is a jerk, and I cannot stand him.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, I hope people are transparent. Like, be honest about, like, tell us, how did you grow to hate this person? Because I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, Julie and I used to bicker. But in the end, I still loved her.
Yeah, that's
not
normal.
the same,
Yeah.
but I still loved her because of, we had a kid together and all the things that we'd just gotten past everything. So we were no longer trying to push each other's buttons.
It is true, though, that this person said, I think in many situations, a relationship can look great from the outside, but there's actually something not like 100% right before they even get married, but they go through with it anyway. And then the truth comes out over the years. I do think that we see lots of relationships and then suddenly it's like, wait, they seemed fine the last time I saw them and now they're getting a divorce.
Oh, it's always surprising. Like, whoa, are you serious? They're getting a divorce and you had no idea anything was wrong?
Or when you know that like a friend of yours has a rocky relationship, but everything that they post on like social media is like, oh, having such a great day with my husband and my kids or whatever. And you're like, but I know under the surface.
Oh.
So it's definitely gives the wrong idea.
There's so many people like that. They just put up a front or like, their ego on social media because they don't want people to know like, oh, not everything's good under the hood here. I know so many people like that, but I know the truth. And I'm like, please, quit the cap.
So to wrap things up here, she wants to know how couples can go from loving each other to just strongly disliking or hating each other.
Yeah.
There are several text messages where people want to kind of talk about this. I did not hate him initially, but I came to hate him over the years for the crap that he put our children through out of his bitterness toward me. Here's one. He changed as soon as I was pregnant with my honeymoon baby. All of the attention was not going toward him anymore. So here was a guy who was so narcissistic that everything had to be about him. But when she was pregnant, it was more about her. So, hey, Kira, you know what? Bailey had a really good point a couple of minutes ago. You got to go out there and do it and take a chance because you know what? You can't stay safe all your life. You're going to miss out on so much joy. You'll be perfectly safe laying in bed with the helmet on, but you're going to miss out on the joy of all the things that can happen in your life.
Right.
So go out there and, do your thing and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Ooh, this text that just came in.
Yeah. What?
Truth, ? I am married and I hate my husband. He's been unemployed for a year and I'm the only income coming in. He has a lot of narcissistic traits and has called me a poor mother. It goes on and on to say what he's all done. But yeah, they're married and they hate each other.
Oh, he also bought himself a $100,000 sports car last year when he did have a job that we cannot afford and it's been sitting in our garage. So she is married and hates her husband.
Sure, when they just started out, she loved him a lot. So I still say risk it.
He was quirky and fun and impulsive and everything was great. Then quirky, fun, and impulsive turns into he bought a $100,000 sports car. All right, thanks for that. If you ever want to do group therapy, whatever you want to ask, then somebody's going to have an answer for you. Send me an email to ryanshow@kdwb.com. Alex Warren on 101.3 KDWB. Can you believe today is July 29th already?
It's
What
National
in the
Night
world?
Out tonight.
Tell me about that. I know a little bit about it, but I don't know as much as I should.
Basically, just neighborhoods have big block parties, and you go hang out with your neighbors, and you bring a dish to pass, and you meet new people. And I thought about going, except for the only neighbors I would go with are on vacation right now, so I don't think I'm going to be going tonight.
Okay, all right. National Night Out. Also, National Chicken Wing Day and National Lasagna Day. So, all right.
Lasagna.
We'll be back in a second on KDWB on the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. Jenny's been on Reddit. What did you find on Reddit, Jenny?
Well, somebody found a bunch of money somewhere, and what they did with it, we're going to decide whether it was a smart thing or not.
Okay, coming up next on KDWB.
KDWB is getting you and a friend into the exclusive private soundcheck party for Tate McRae.
Hey, Twin Cities, it's Tate McRae.
And all you got to do is listen to win when you hear 2 in a row of any of these songs.
Baby, don't get greedy. Keep coming back. I think you know what this is. You broke me. It's okay, I'm okay. This is to my exes. Baby, don't you worry.
You could be a winner.
All this week. Make sure to stay tuned.
It's 2 for Tate from 101.3
KDWB.
Hey, it's Fallon. Growing up, I had a single mom, and the only place I had internet was at school. Even now, there are literally millions of Americans who either can't afford high-speed internet at home or live in a location where it's not available. Think about that. What do we all use for every aspect of our lives now? The internet. Well, AT&T is committing $5 billion to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable high-speed internet access by 2030. This initiative began in 2021, and since then, nearly 5 million Americans have benefited from AT&T's discounted internet service and digital literacy programs. I know what that would have meant for my family, so I can only imagine what that means for regular, hardworking people to get that kind of help connecting. Beyond those receiving assistance getting connected to high-speed internet, AT&T has reached out to about 360,000 students through the Achievery, a free digital learning platform. They've also helped educate 288,000 adults with digital literacy resources and workshops. That's the kind of company that makes a difference and cares about communities across the United States.
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is coming back to Las Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th.
Streaming live only on Hulu. And you can win your way to be there for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Featuring
Tate McRae, Ed Sheeran, Lil Wayne, Jelly Roll, Maroon 5, Mariah Carey, Glorilla,
Diplo, and more.
16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Music brings us together.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. And listen starting Monday to win your way there.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Woo! This iHeart energy.
Escape to poolside paradise at MGM Resorts in Las Vegas. Sip on a refreshing cocktail. Lounge in a luxury cabana. Earn on nonstop fun with MGM Rewards. Book a sizzling summer escape today. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Starting to get a little bit more of a break from this heat. It's going to be partly sunny and 85 today. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 78.
This report is sponsored by Meineke. Meineke, your one-stop shop for total car care with over 50 years of experience and financing options that let you fix now and pay over time. You can trust your keys with Meineke. Engines, brakes, tires, oil. Meineke, doing car care right.
Plan A was pre-summer. Pound the gym, diet, drop some inches. Plan A didn't happen. No shame. I got you. It's only summer halftime. Schedule your Sono Bello visit now while there's plenty of summer left. Sono Bello's summer pricing event is on, but appointments are limited, so you'll want to schedule now. Honestly, there's only one permanent way.
There's so many things about this story that I just love. I think even she admits there's some part of the story that's absolutely ridiculous. What happened with your husband that made you say, oh my God, we can do War of the Roses? What happened?
I hope she makes you smile.
I found a pill.
The way you made me smile on the other end of a phone in the middle of a highway driving alone.
I've just noticed that sometimes he comes home and he smells like a different soap.
And there was some sort of smeared substance on her shirt.
I keep finding pairs of underpants in our mailbox.
was there and then she disappears, knowing that giving her the side eye, giving her the look the entire night.
I can't help it that you're insecure about my past relationship. I have said I'm sorry. I've already apologized for that.
Yeah, babe, I hope he shows up in a 2 a.m. pic from a friend, hanging on to a girl to just rub it in. I hope you stay up all night, all alone, waiting by the phone, and then he calls.
So we met this girl, and she introduced herself as, she was like, "Hi, I'm Kendra from Days of Our Lives."
Well, after the fact, he's like, by the way, I was at Kendra's house putting in a backsplash.
Looked at our Target app, and I've never done this, but it shows all sort of the purchase history around Valentine's Day. We also got this Reese's heart-shaped chocolate box and condoms.
I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know he's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free. Tell your friends that you're so happy.
So I hid under the stairs just in case, someone was going to come over, but no one ever came over. So I was stuck under the stairs for 3 hours.
Like you did on me. I hope you cheat like you did on me.
And Kelly was hoping that you would send those roses to her.
Oh, well, if I would have known she was listening, I would have.
Well, of course you would have.
You're this upset about it. Why can't you just talk to me about it?
I'm going to get a restraining order or something now. Like,
Come
this is
on.
one step too far. Like,
honestly, just get off my...
Every guy says, I told that crazy girl to leave me alone.
Yeah. He cheated on his wife, so can you really believe whatever the he's saying? Turns out that I'm basically the last person to know that my sister-in-law and my husband have been having an affair. Everybody else knows.
Sorry, I can't hear you guys.
I mean, how long do you think this is going to last, though? Because, he can pretend right now that the phone is not coming through, that the call's not coming through. Because he was so flat busted, he just hung up.
Like you did on me.
There's so many things about this story that I just love. I think even she admits there's some part of the story that's absolutely ridiculous. What happened with your husband that made you say, oh my God, we can do War of the Roses? What happened?
I hope she makes you smile.
I found a pill.
The way you made me smile on the other end of a phone in the middle of a highway driving alone.
I've just noticed that sometimes he comes home and he smells like a different soap.
And there was some sort of smeared substance on her shirt.
I keep finding pairs of underpants in our mailbox.
Knowing that he was there and then she disappears, knowing that giving her the side eye, giving her the look the entire night.
I can't help it that you're insecure about my past relationship. I have said I'm sorry. I've already apologized for that.
Yeah, babe, I hope he shows up in a 2 a.m. pic from a friend, hanging on to a girl to just rub it in. I hope you stay up all night, all alone, waiting by the phone, and then he calls.
So we met this girl, and she introduced herself as, she was like, "Hi, I'm Kendra from Days of Our Lives."
Well, after the fact, he's like, by the way, I was at Kendra's house putting in a backsplash.
Looked at our Target app, and I've never done this, but it shows all sort of the purchase history around Valentine's Day. We also got this Reese's heart-shaped chocolate box and condoms.
I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know he's the one by the end of the night. I hope you know.
And search Dave Ryan TV.
We're doing something really cool in a second, we're going to get to Jenny's been on Reddit. But I want to bring this up because I'm super proud of being a part of this one. Is Strut for Mutts. And you know how we love our dogs here on KDWB. RescueNetworkMN.org. Sign up. Strut for Mutts coming up at Trap Farm Park in Eagan. Bernie and I are going to be your hosts for the Strut for, and it's just all kinds of things going on. It is a walk to raise money for veterinary bills for people who can afford them. It is face painting. It is a dog meetup. It is little treats. All the dogs that enter get a bow tie. You can walk it or run it. It's like 2.13 miles. So it's not even quite a 3K, but it's a lot of fun. Like I said, food trucks and face painting, pawtography, and caricatures of you and your dog or whatever. Sign up and use the promo code KDWB. Get $10 off. Go to RescueNetworkMN.org, and I will see you there in Eagan. I know it's still a ways away, and you're like, that's so far away, I can't even think that far in the future. You know what time does? You know what it does? It passes.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
And all of a sudden, it'll be September 12th. You'll be like, I don't have anything to do tomorrow. So sign up now. Stop whining. RescueNetworkMN.org.
Uh-oh. Jenny's been on Reddit.
Somebody on Reddit says, I found money in an ATM, but now I regret returning it. So here's the quick story. I showed up to a Wells Fargo ATM and there was $300 cash sitting in that cash dispenser. No one was around, and if someone made the withdrawal, they just forgot their money, clearly.
Walked away without it.
Yeah,
probably easy to do.
I waited about 10 minutes to see if anyone came back, but no one did. And I was with my 9-year-old son, who was excited and was like, Mom, can we keep it? Oh my gosh, $300, you know? And I told him, no, that's not the right thing to do. We'll return it. However, this was a Sunday, so they had to wait till Monday. And they go into the bank on Monday and explain to the manager what happened. They told them that no one had contacted them about it. And so basically they just took the money back and we're like, we'll keep it. And the bank basically just gets to keep it at that point.
What?
And there's no real outcome because whoever missed the money is probably not going to get it then because they don't realize it, and the bank just gets to keep the money. So this person said, I could have used that $300 myself, but I guess it was a good lesson for my kid.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
However, let's not be the moral police here for 2 seconds. Say the kid wasn't there. Say you needed the money. Would you keep the money?
If you need the money, then it's okay to walk in and just shoplift at Walgreens.
Oh my gosh! I said does not be the moral police here.
No, I will. I mean, you will rationalize. No, you will rationalize.
You're not at Walgreens.
Yeah,
you're at an ATM. Dave.
It's like you find a penny on the ground. Okay, you found $300 in the ATM.
Okay.
So what are you going to do? You're just going to be like, all right, let me return this, or you're going to keep it.
That $300 might belong to a grandma with diabetes, and she might need that money.
Okay, Bailey?
I, for one, would keep it. It's right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's very tempting.
That's like finding $20 in like a vestibule between, doors. You're like, oh, $20. It's mine now. I'm not going to go try and find that.
Yes, absolutely. I don't even know why you felt the need to ask me.
Yeah.
I'm cheapskate over here.
Yeah, $300 gets you a new pair of shoes.
Like, I'm going to feel bad. And if we're playing moral police, yeah, sure. Somebody needed this money, but, finders keepers. Yeah. That's the policy I go by. So now
and if the result was that the bank just got it back and it never even got to the person who lost it, I'm sorry, but keep it, Why does the bank just get it then? The bank is basically you going up to the ATM and keeping it if the actual person whose money it is never gets it.
Yeah, but you're just one person and they're a business.
I'm not saying steal from a business, but I'm saying it's basically the same of what the bank's doing. Yeah. They probably could contact the person. I'm sure that there's cameras around those ATMs. They probably could have found the information, contacted them.
That's what people are saying. People who work at Wells Fargo say that the bank is smart enough to know they're going to figure out who it belonged to because they're going to watch the camera and see who did not take the money because there's a sensor that says they didn't take the money. So the bank will get back to them and say, hey, you didn't take your money. So, whatever.
Someone said I found $325 on a sidewalk in Minneapolis once, and I kept it.
Yes.
Because where would you return that, honestly? You're walking down a random sidewalk. There's no business around, nothing. What are you going to do? Knock on the closest door and be like, did you lose?
It's Martha's diabetes medication money. So if you
How are you going to find her?
You can't justify it by saying it's somebody's diabetes medication. You find $300 on the ground and you're not taking it?
Honestly, no. I'm
We're
not.
just going to leave it
And
there.
now, 20, I would, because 20 is not a life-changing amount of money.
Mhm.
But $325, you're carrying that around and you lose it. That's something's important. That could be somebody's rent money for
Well,
the
how
month.
could you find out where they are?
Call the police, I guess. I don't know.
But you
I
don't
would
know
try to do
who they
something.
are.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
would they call the police? Like, hey, I dropped $300.
I don't know. What would you do if you if you had like a little envelope of rent money,
Yeah.
$325, and all of a sudden you get to your car and it's not there? I mean, I guess I would call the police in hopes that some good person would turn it in.
I did have to close a bank account once, and they give you all of your money in cash. At least they did in the time. So I had an envelope just full of like, I don't know, a couple $1,000s, and just walking to a different bank to put it in. I was like, I thought someone was
That
going
is
to jump me.
terrifying. I feel like I've done that before too. That is kind of terrifying. Well, I guess Dave's on his moral high ground over there.
Yeah.
And Bailey and Font and
I'm
I
going to be
are
honest with you.
just-
I think one of the things is I don't need it as bad as most people do. I'm not trying to be a D word.
Yeah.
I just don't need it. It wouldn't change my life that much if I found $300 in an ATM. So I don't need it. Whereas I could have a little bit more understanding if you're a mom and you got 4 kids and they're all going, I want mac and cheese. And you're like, whatever. You know what? So maybe you justify it. I don't know.
Mhm.
There you go. Well,
Listener Sydney just texted in saying, text that person back saying that the $325 they found on the Minneapolis sidewalk was mine.
Okay, well,
So,
Sydney, we'll let them
Sydney,
know.
we'll let
We'll
them
get that
know.
back to you.
Thank you.
Okay,
right.
thanks. Jenny's Been on Reddit is brought to you by Marian and Jane. If you go to shopmarianjane.com, you can get a discount with my name, Jenny. 20% off any purchase.
20% off.
Yeah, just put Jenny in the discount code area.
Okay. We'll be back in a second on KDWB. Foods that no longer exist. These are foods that basically, back in the day, they were popular, but nobody eats these foods anymore. Some of them you'll be like, oh, I still eat those. And some of you'll be like, I remember eating them as a kid and never again. And then a golf game goes wrong when somebody ahead of the foursome is playing too slowly. Then it gets ugly. We'll cover it all on You Can't Make This Stuff Up on KDWB.
For more information about contests on this station, go to kdwb.com/rules.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. HOLLISTER, yeah. HOLLISTER. There's a store, Dad, down at the mall, and you can smell it from way down the hall, 'cause they spray stuff on all their clothes down at Hollister. Oh, spend it, Hollister, down at Hollister. All their clothes are super cute, tees and tanks and camis too. Mom, can I please have a few bucks so I don't look like you? Employees all drink Caribou, either that or Jamba Juice. Take me, I'll be nice to you. All the gay guys shop there too. American Eagles over with, they're just so 2006. You can go but don't come in, 'cause you're so embarrassing. Me and my friends buy their clothes, then we grab our camera phones, strike an inappropriate pose and put the pictures on MySpace. Hollister, down at Hollister.
Oh my God, Allison, give me a break. We're on a beer budget, you got champagne taste. I'm taking you to Penny's and then over to Pomida. You ain't wearing clothes that show off your booty. If you want to go to college, then you better well acknowledge that we gotta save some money. So what's wrong with dressing funny? I don't want to make you mad, but Walmart really ain't that bad.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. Dad, can you give me $150?
What do you need $150 for?
I'm going to Hollister.
Hollister? They got great stuff down at Kmart. We're getting in the car. We're going to Kmart. Let's go.
Kmart? Just give me your wallet. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. H-O-L-L-I-S-T-E-R, yeah. H-O-L-L-I-S-T-E-R. There's a store, Dad, down at the mall, and you can smell it from way down the hall, 'cause they spray stuff on all their clothes down at Hollister. Oh, spend it, Hollister. Hollister, Hollister, down at Hollister. Hollister, Hollister. All their clothes are super cute, tees and tanks and camis too. Mom, can I please have a few bucks so I don't look like you? Employees all drink Caribou, either that or Jamba Juice. Take me, I'll be nice to you. All the gay guys shop there too. American Eagles over with, they're just so 2006. You can go but don't come in, 'cause you're so embarrassing. Me and my friends buy their clothes, then we grab our camera phones, strike an inappropriate pose and put the pictures on MySpace. Hollister, 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 down at Hollister. Hollister, Hollister.
Oh my God, Allison, give me a break. We're on a beer budget, you got champagne taste. I'm taking you to Penny's and then over to Pomida. You ain't wearing clothes that show off your booty. If you want to go to college, then you better well acknowledge that we gotta save some money. So what's wrong with dressing funny? I don't want to make you mad, but Walmart really ain't that bad.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. Dad, can you give me $150?
What do you need $150 for?
I'm going to Hollister.
Hollister? They got great stuff down at Kmart. We're getting in the car. We're going to Kmart. Let's go.
Kmart? Just give me your wallet. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. H-O...
Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. At Mall of America, you pick the plans and the budget. Plan your visit now at mallofamerica.com.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
We have delays on the crosstown westbound from 34th Avenue to Cedar Avenue and westbound from 35W to Valley View. There's an accident on 35W northbound at 90th on the right. Traffic is tight from 98th Street. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest Total Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Craving an action-packed adventure? Audible delivers thrills on your command. Get your imagination going with audiobooks that keep you guessing. Captivating originals, hotly anticipated new releases, and bestsellers. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up.
Today's National Chicken Wing Day, and I want to let you know that all the chicken places have some sort of a deal going on. A lot of it's like a buy one, get one kind of a thing, so you don't just walk in and they give you a plate of wings or anything.
Aww.
But there are some special chicken wing deals out there that you might want to chicken into. You see that?
You see what he did there?
You're so
What is
stupid.
something that... You're so stupid. State Fair t-shirt. You're so stupid. What is something that looks great but is actually pretty disgusting in reality? A public hot tub. A public hot tub at your apartment complex or at the hotel. You go stay at the American, and there's always like some dirty kids that are peeing in there. They're there with some Girl Scout trip or something, and you come in there, you're all excited to get in the hot tub, and there's all kinds of foam and urine in the hot tub.
Gross.
It's because there's like 9-year-old Girl Scouts in there. God. Go to your room and watch TV. Another one. Sex on the beach or sex in the woods? Gross. Mosquitoes, ticks, and sand.
Oh, I thought you meant like the drink, Sex on the Beach.
No. These are things that sound good. Sex on the beach, sex in the woods, mosquitoes, ticks, and sand. Another one, salad bars. When you think about it, that sneeze guard's not doing you a lot of good because, Bradley came by with his dirty hands and he was picking up the hot peppers, the green peppers, the bell peppers, and he's fingering them, putting his hands in the sunflower seeds. What?
What was he doing to him?
Fingering the peppers.
Oh.
Jenny,
I love a
grow up.
salad
You
bar.
said it.
You know what I miss? Ruby Tuesday's salad bar.
I know, same. It was the best, wasn't it?
So good.
Okay, can I give you a tip here?
Okay.
Cucumbers in Edina.
Yeah. I have to
It's
go
still
all the
there.
way.
Oh, it's worth it. Cucumbers in Edina.
You're not
is,
that far from Edina.
It's a salad bar, but they have other things too. But it's mainly a salad bar. I went there with Allison a year or so ago. I'd forgotten about cucumbers in Edina.
I
Shout
didn't
out.
realize this was a thing. I've never heard of it.
It is a great, giant, beautiful salad bar.
The only reason I know anything about cucumbers is because isn't that where you guys sent Fallon when she came in, flew in for her interview, and you're like, we're going to take you to this nice restaurant, and then you guys took her to Cucumbers.
Very likely,
Had Nabisco take her or something. I don't remember.
Oh, that's right. Because so the quick story is Fallon came in and she was going to stay for 48 hours. So by the end of day number 1, we were already tired of hanging out with her. So we said, hey, Nabisco, will you take Fallon to Cucumbers for lunch? And he's like, God, I don't take her. I'm not going to hire her. It's stupid. And so Nabisco and Fallon had to go to Cucumbers to have an awkward lunch together.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds fun.
Later, Fallon called us on it. She's like, I can't believe that you made me go to lunch with Nabisco.
It's 50 feet of salad bar at Cucumbers.
Seriously, they're not paying me to say this, but check it out.
I got to go.
Another thing that is gross that looks good from a distance, the office coffee machine. I don't know why it's gross, but it made the list.
Well, when do you think it ever gets cleaned?
That's a very good point. Children's ball pits. I don't think they really have those anymore. I haven't seen one in ages, but I remember I used to take the kids to a ball pit, and then somebody said, yeah, we find everything from dirty diapers to needles and all kinds of stuff in the bottom of the ball pit.
Band-Aids. I was thinking that when we went to Urban Air a couple of months ago, which is like a trampoline park, and they had like a ball pit that you could fall in like on the Wipeout show. Ugh. Gross.
And dirty diaper in the bottom. And finally, cruise ships. They say cruise ships are filthy. I don't know. I mean, they sure are a lot of fun, though.
I feel like people love cruise ships regardless if they're filthy. Like everyone has one cruise gay that they know. Like a gay guy that loves cruises.
Yes.
What? Everyone has one cruise
I do
gay.
know that.
Yeah.
And our friend Tony on the show used to work on a cruise.
Oh, a cruise gay.
Loved it. It was a great time in his life, he said.
I want to be a cruise gay. I think that'd be a fun life.
Well, you're not.
Wear a Speedo,
gay.
walk around in little flippy floppies.
You're only wearing a Speedo, nothing on top?
Nope. And then flippy floppies, and then just talking about the dinner that I'm going to have later. And then enjoying the sun.
Okay, well, that's
and
a
being
good dream.
Off to a cruise with my husband.
Except, I hate to break it to you.
What?
You're single.
Okay. Chowhound.com is come up with a list of canned foods that were popular years ago, but nobody eats anymore. So let's see if we can trigger some memories here. SpaghettiOs. Now, I don't know if you remember SpaghettiOs, but that was a treat in our house.
Yeah.
It was a 12-ounce can of little SpaghettiOs. And they were actually really bland, but really good.
They're delicious.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
I thought they were so
SpaghettiOs.
disgusting.
Oh, really?
We didn't have those in our household.
Okay.
My mom made very healthy meals, but no.
Oh, gosh.
They were a treat for us, once in a while.
What's the brand with that?
Franco-American.
Oh, not what I was thinking.
Chef Boyardee.
SpaghettiOs.
Chef Boyardee.
Chef
That's what I'm
Boyardee. Well, they did the spaghetti and meatballs and roller coasters.
Chef Boyardee slaps. I
Yes,
love
they do.
Chef Boyardee.
Another one, Hunt's Pudding Snack Packs. Now, these were big back when I was in junior high. It was a little tin can, like a cat food can, and inside was pudding. And you'd get them in your lunch bag with mom.
Snack pack.
Another one, canned tamales. They used to sell canned tamales. They used to sell canned pork and beans with milk gravy. Thankfully, still available on Amazon.
Gross.
Here's one, a childhood favorite for me, Underwood Deviled Ham. It was ground up ham, spiced and packed into a can, and you would spread it on a sandwich. Underwood deviled ham. Look and see if it's still a thing. Underwood deviled ham.
Underwood deviled ham.
Another one was Old El Paso canned tamales. They were exactly what you thought they were. They were in a can. They sat vertical in the can, and they were canned tamales.
Yeah, you can still buy Underwood deviled ham. It's just ham salad. You can buy
It is basically ham salad, yeah, in a can.
At the store. We always eat ham salad every time we go to Ohio. I love ham salad with like a hefty amount of mayonnaise or Mayo Whip.
Do you buy it at the gas station?
We buy it is a gas station.
It's a gas station
corner
sandwich.
Market kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have tuna salad, chicken salad, and egg salad. In my fatter days, I would buy all three because I couldn't decide. And then I would eat basically three entire sandwiches. Shut up, Jenny. Stop it. Chapel Roan, just ahead of Dave's Dirt next on KDWB. It is time for Dave's Dirt on 101.3 KDWB. Is there anything else that I should mention here? Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're doing 2 for Tate. We'll do it again later on this afternoon. And you'll have a chance to go see her at the XL Energy Center. When does it become the G Spot? Do we know when they change the name?
Like fall. I think October-ish.
A little ways away. Okay. Listen this afternoon with Fallon and Colt. And again tomorrow morning for more Tate McRae tickets from KDWB.
Keeping our finger on the pulse of Tinseltown. Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
We were just watching the latest Chit video.
Yes.
It's actually very funny. Explain what we're talking about.
So Chit is this character that's blown up on TikTok, and everything about their skits is very much like The Office.
Very much, yes.
And Chit is just so funny. I mean, I think he's an actor or like an improv.
Yeah, he's an improviser, yeah.
Yeah. So you can find his actual name is Jay Renshaw on TikTok, but if you just type in Chit, CHIT, you'll be able to find him. But yeah, it's just these crazy skits. And this latest one, he got a really famous wrestler in it and he's dating her now. And Chit is just like this weird, nerdy office worker that nobody expects anything from. And then all of a sudden something comes in and surprises. And it's like, oh,
it's amazing.
You're dating this hot wrestler. I love Chit.
I love the one. Is there a black person here?
Yeah.
Go watch it. All right. So this is what happens when somebody gets really teed off because somebody was taking too long to tee off. A guy in Florida named Jason has been arrested after he assaulted a golfer on a golf course because he's playing too slowly. Jason told the guy a couple times, you got to pick it up. You got to pick up the pace because you're playing too slow. Mm-hmm. And then he lost it when he saw the other guy standing there on the green, chatting with his friend instead of picking up your ball and moving on to the next hole. So he goes up the guy, punched him in the face several times. Their player's partner separated them, and the attacker and his partner sped off in their golf cart before the police arrived, but he broke a bone in the guy's eye socket by punching him in the face. Guy was put in the hospital, treated for a broken bone, and he got stitches on his cheek. Jason was tracked down and charged with aggravated bodily harm, and he was released on bond on one condition, that he cannot play golf.
Oh, no.
Wow. All right. Keep up with the foursome ahead of you. Keep up with the foursome ahead of you. Simple rule of golf.
Is that what they say?
You got to keep up with it. Yeah. Can't play slow.
Never heard
But
of
you see, I always play on bad courses where everybody's slow.
Well,
I don't go play in the nice courses. I play in the crappy courses where everybody's slow because I don't play fast.
Can't you tell people to go ahead of you?
You can, yeah.
I was going to say.
You can. You can be like, you guys want to go on ahead? Yeah.
I've done that before. Well, there was a big secret meeting earlier this month between two people who are very famous, but honestly, you might not care about it. It's Prince Harry and King Charles. Apparently, they're trying to get that relationship back on track. Harry shifted into a new way of thinking, and now they're trying to deconflict with his family. So basically, Prince Harry offered to share his public appearance schedule with Buckingham Palace, and this will help to avoid conflicts like Harry's surprise trip to Angola, overshadowing Queen Camilla's 78th birthday portrait reveal, which... God, this is such royal family talk that I'm like, the portrait reveal.
Yes.
But royal watchers are hopeful that Harry's olive branch will pave the way for a reunion between him and the king. But they haven't been face-to-face in about 18 months. So we'll see.
That's a long time.
It is.
Dave, your favorite show, the Trainwreck series,
yes,
has another episode.
Tonight, Area 51.
Episode. Yes.
Oh, I know.
Storm Area 51 is about the 2019 viral movement to rush Area 51 in Nevada. And I feel like I remember that because weren't they talking about doing the Naruto run, which is like an anime run at Area 51?
I don't know.
And they were like, oh, well, if we're all there and we're all rushing it, then they can't stop all of us.
I have heard of that, yes.
And I think actually, no, I think they could stop all of you, and I would not want to risk it. I wouldn't want to risk it.
I think they take Area 51 very seriously, but some people say it's a decoy for the real secret base.
Area 52?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the secret one.
Wow.
I don't know. I really have no interest in that, but
you'll watch the show.
I'm going to tell you how I know that we've got alien technology.
Yeah.
GPS.
Yeah.
GPS is impossibly hard to fathom what it does. You can stand here and somehow through satellite triangulation, they're able to figure out exactly where you are within a few yards. So does that mean there are satellite signals like right here when I reach my hand out?
Yeah.
Or is your phone sending a signal to a satellite and it's triangulating that you're right here at 123 Main Street in St. Louis Park? How? That is alien technology.
Is it alien technology, or is it just you don't understand it?
It is alien technology that I don't understand.
Both?
Yes.
Tate McRae and Kid Laroi, I think, broke up. Almost seemingly confirmed. The Kid Laroi posted some tweets, he tweeted a text message chain with someone from his team that seemingly confirms that the two of them are no longer together. And then when somebody asked him about it, he said that Tate and him are cool and that shading her would be messy. But nobody has actually confirmed whether or not they broke up. They've only been together about a year-ish.
I almost sent you this because you love Tate McRae, but
Yes,
I think I
my
saw on
wife.
Friday this whole breakdown of why people were speculating them breaking up because they looked at the lyrics, and Kid Laroi definitely wrote a song that is a breakup song that sounds like is shading Tate in it.
Mhm.
And then I know that they had either stopped following each other or removed each other from social media.
All I know is she'll be here August 13th. My birthday is August 12th. Seems like a birthday gift waiting to happen. That's all I know.
You're never going to get within 50 feet of Tate.
Jenny, why don't you let a man dream? Aren't you single? Aren't you looking for some love?
Fight.
You're right. I'm going to go after her, actually.
You know what? We can fight over her. And Beyonce is also making headlines. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Highest grossing country tour of all time, which is just, phenomenal, but weird because Beyonce, country, huh? And she's the only person to do, I think it's over $400 million with this tour. So kudos to her too.
Dang.
All right.
Bringing it in.
Coyote Ugly. Remember that movie from the 90s?
It's my favorite movie.
There may be, is it your favorite
Gotta
movie,
check it
Jenny?
out.
Piper Paraboo says there might be a sequel in the works.
There has been some discussion about that. Some things are being discussed. I can't really say, but people that were doing it are talking about some stuff.
Okay.
I'm so excited if that happens. I love it so much.
Everybody's trying to go viral with their crazy popcorn buckets, but the latest one went a step further by actually setting a Guinness World Record. Marvel Studios unveiled its Fantastic Four popcorn bucket. It is shaped like the head of the movie's villain, Galactus, and it's huge. How big? 20 inches wide.
Jeez.
So, about yay wide. 17 inches high, about as tall as it is wide. And it holds enough to make it the world's largest commercially available popcorn bucket. Oh, and did I mention that the eyes light up? The thing costs $80. It sold out immediately at theaters around the country, but you can still order one at the AMC Theater Shop. It will not ship until early December, just in time for Christmas.
I looked it up. It is ugly. It is very hideous popcorn bucket. And also, I thought the thing with the popcorn buckets is that they're all just a little bit suggestive.
Yeah, that's what I
really?
thought
Is
too.
that true?
And this one is not. It's literally just like the top of his head, and then there's popcorn in the top.
I'm confused. You order it, and then what are you bringing it to the movie theater?
It's just a souvenir, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like a bobblehead.
The most recent one was, and maybe it's the same movie, but what movie is Pedro Pascal in? Is that the movie
That's
we're talking
this
about?
one, yeah.
Okay. So it was of his character, and then there's this like long thing coming out, but it looks like it's coming out of its crotch region. So it's kind of.
Oh, yeah.
You know
That's
what I'm
a different
saying?
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bailey said these have been suggestive, and so that one very much, if you angle it a certain way, that's what it looks like.
It truly does. It does. And the Dune one as well. Yeah. The popcorn bucket thing, I haven't jumped on that trend yet, but it's apparently a thing.
Jennifer Lopez was performing just the other night, and she had a pretty big wardrobe malfunction. Her entire skirt fell off.
Oh boy.
It was one of those like shimmy kind of salsa-y looking skirts. And so it just detached in the back and fell off. And luckily she was wearing like a big, like oversized pair of underwear.
Right.
Because the skirt was already pretty see-through. And one of her dancers comes up behind her and tries to put it back on. He can't get it on. Finally, she just takes it and throws it in the crowd. I was like, you might as well do. And she's like, glad I wore underwear because sometimes I don't. And I'm like, well, in what you were wearing, I'm glad you did too.
The USA swim team is making the dirt today because they all have acute gastroenteritis. Now, it'll show itself with diarrhea and stomach pains and nausea, muscle fatigue. And they're not sure how they got it, but they're all swimming in the same pool. And I'm going to guess it was like a dirty practice pool somewhere. And, I guess when you swim, you're going to get it in your body parts. You're going to get it in your nose, in your mouth, and that type of thing. So apparently, wherever they were all swimming, there was fecal matter or some sort of cryptosporidium or something in the pool water. So they're all taking some time off. and some Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah. Love is in the air between potentially Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson. Wild pairing there. But they were posing with their sons at the Naked Gun premiere. And that just like helped fuel more dating rumors because they've been kind of going around that they're dating. And now they've posed in this like giant family affair photo all together. So it's creating even more rumors. Though also, is that a real thing or is that just for publicity for the movie? Who knows?
Who knows? And that is The Dirt, brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. We're doing Talkback Tuesday. We love doing the Talkback feature in the iHeart app. It's that red microphone. You tap it, you leave us a little 30-second message. This one is, what did you want when you were a kid and you never got one? Maybe you wanted a pony when you were a kid and you really tried to talk mom and dad into it and you never got one. Maybe you really wanted a light bright when you were a little kid. This came up because I was talking about how when I was a little kid, I really wanted a toy parking garage with little tiny cars, and you would drive it up the ramp, and then you would park them. And then I was playing with one that belonged to Chase's little girl, Gwen, and I was like, this is so cool. I wanted a parking garage when I was a little boy, and I never got one. What did you want when you were a kid that you never got? A trampoline.
Ooh.
Maybe you asked mom and dad over, oh, mom and dad, I just really want a trampoline. If I can't have a trampoline, I don't want anything else. And they got you Payday instead.
Oh,
Payday.
That's it?
Oh. What did you want when you were a little kid that you never got? Leave a talk back. We'll play them back in a few minutes on KDWB.
Get tickets for The Bad Guys 2 in theaters August 1st.
When you own your own business, you own every decision.